Alright lads, welcome back once again to the Mighty Ulm playthrough. Check it out guys. Having just defeated Pomerania, of course, fully annexing him in a defensive war of the largest war we fought so far, coalition, which thankfully was not so difficult, probably easier than the previous one due to our ridiculously overpowered diplomacy right now. We took a huge chunk of land and we are almost at 1000 development. Feeling really good about that. So we're really truly just doing pretty well in terms of forming Germany in general, like as if we were playing as a more powerful nation like Brandenburg or something to that effect. We would of course be encroaching upon empire government rank if we were not locked to duchy rank as we are part of the empire, and this is definitely something we're going to be looking towards doing, is dismantling the empire here as we go into the future. But either way, of course, if you form Germany, you break out of the empire. If we look here, we simply need Hamburg and this province. We do require Admin Tech 20 though, which is a little ways away. So yeah, that might be the last sort of case scenario, last resort, let's put it that way, is that we form Germany. At the moment, we are duchy rank, but we're doing perfectly fine on states as it happens. Jumping up from duchy to empire will give us plenty of states, and yeah, looking forward to that stuff in the future. Now, if I remember correctly, we have a spy network here in Bohemia, and I want to claim a province. The question is, what is the smartest province to claim? This is in a potential state soon, and so is that. But they are low development. It looks like the highest development province I can take is this. Claim, I mean. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Claim the highest development one. And yeah, we're going to be looking to attacking him in the future. Now, there's a couple other things that I want to do, and one is Lubeck. Lubeck's truce comes up next year. I definitely want to be fighting this and fully annexing him, as it's obviously a beautiful province there. In other news, we found out that Kurland is still Prussian. You can just check by mousing over that. Well, there you go, I'm dumb. Yeah. Now I know. I had to be prior to that knowledge in the... Oh, no, it's my imagination. No, it's not saying... No, I didn't know until I took this. No, I assumed it was the case. Now, the point is, before I ramble on too long, this area is fully accepted. And I'm wondering about if we feed him Lithuanian land, if he will fully accept it rather than... it's partially accepted. So I imagine he should be able to fully accept that for sure. Then I can give him this province, which obviously is a little detriment. But the good news is that I can demand him to divert trade, and that way we can dominate the Baltic. So I'm intrigued by this little guy. He might be our little friend, essentially until the end of the game there, just chilling. At some stage, I might build a fort on his capital just so that it's not so much of a liability. He seems to get wrecked every war. But with no more further ado, guys, we're going to be attacking our rival of Poland this episode. Unfortunately, I only have 2 claims. I'll consider taking a 3rd province or so because we're doing alright on Diplo points. But let's just get our exiled troops into position. And I'm actually going to... I have decided, due to our overlap here, due to its central location and the benefit to us, and its size, that the Poles will in fact be one of our cultures that we utilize a slot on. And with that in mind, I think Czech will definitely be as well. And because I cannot convert provinces, lads, I think that we will do Silesian as well. Silesia is a amazing state, and unfortunately, yeah, it's quite small, the cultural area, but due to the limitations of this playthrough, I think I'm going to do it, and that way we can have, you know, all of that at least. But yeah, let's go ahead and be ready here to attack Poland. So before the end of this month, I'm trying to decide. I don't have enough diplomats. I was trying to decide if I should fabricate on Lubeck or continue on Bohemia, as we had our spy network discovered, but it's no longer the case. And I made my decision. Let's try to get a second claim on Bohemia. Maybe I should wait to 30 spy network on Poland. Let's see how much it improves next month to make a third claim. So be it. I'm gonna wait. I'm getting nervous about this potential coalition. That might change my mind to not wait. Now, guys, we're absolutely rolling in money here, making 45 ducats a month. And with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and pay off this debt. 300? That ain't nothing to a G. So hopefully Kurland can prosper a little bit, maybe. Part of the reason that we are so affluent right now currently is because our forces are actually really quite low. I haven't stated that up. Global trade is the next institute to spawn, and I'm really doubtful that it will spawn in our territory. But it's something worth taking into consideration. Now we have to fight Brandenburg, Venice, Poland, and Moldavia. So yeah, I was talking about our forces being really quite low. I might go ahead and just hire some more mercs here for this war. We'll have armies size 25. I'm going to state this up while I can, while our war exhaustion is at 0. It's a nice state here. The resources are quite bad. This is highly developed though. We've got the states available, so yeah, that's what's got me worried. Coalition builds yet again. See, if Poland joins, then we have to fight Austria now. God dang it. I'm just going to declare the war, guys, because I'm scared of that happening. That's annoying. It's really, really annoying. So it's us versus them, and as we can see, we're dramatically outnumbered. Out-ticking the Poles, though. Alright. Brandenburg should be an easy, separate piece. And I wish I was already fabricating on Lubeck. So he just got stack wiped. That was like 8k. Looking much more even here after we hired those mercenaries and stack wiping Brandenburg. Now naturally here we're not pushing for a ridiculous amount of territory or anything like that. As it happens, we're going to go for 2 or so provinces. So we might not even need to go separate piece Venice or anything of that nature. God dang it, this guy, his war exhaustion's high, isn't it? Yeah. Struggling. Kurland's just struggling all day long. He's accumulated tons of debt like that. Wow. Wow. Tons of debt just for seemingly no reason in only a few months. I need to deal with Estonian rebels. Alright, nice. Let's go ahead and get the war goal here. Yeah, so I think I'm actually not going to go super peace Venice this time around. I'm just going to push the frontier into Poland. The other thing I wanted to talk about is, in fact, our Diplo relations law. Well, finally, Great Britain is under attack, downsizing them just a tad. If we look at this war, Kiev is wrecking Lithuania. So that is really interesting. It appears as though Lithuania will most likely be below 100. He's guaranteed by Russia, which is annoying. But, and also his cores are not going to last for much longer. Some of these provinces, he's losing the core. Wait, it seems longer than I last checked, though. 1614? That's pretty good. Nice. Yeah. Regardless, I think he's going to be a good vassal option. A little bit concerned about the fact that, like I just said, I want to give Lithuanian land to Kurland. So I think for sure it would be a standard kind of situation where we would take his provinces and just utilize that reconquest, integrate him, and then we might find ourselves doing some kind of micromanaging in the future. Alright, well, rip Republican tradition. Rip spy network of Poland. Feels bad, man. So let's begin fabricating on Lubeck. This is in woods here. I think we're going to crush him. Yep, I'm thinking about Lithuania as the next subject. It may be worth fully annexing him, handing off some territory to this dude, and then releasing him. But I have to keep in mind that I can only release him from Lithuanian provinces, I think. So that, I don't think that would work either, not exactly in the way that I would hope it to. So it's a bit of an awkward situation. Alright, we're going to be content with 2 claims on Bohemia for now because I want to be fabricating on Lithuania, I guess. I don't know. We could use these 2 claims and we'd be able to take all but that province and then vassalize them through warfare. Not ideal because of how pissed he will be, Lithuania I mean, but that actually seems like the best option. Okay. Alright, I have a diplomat free as it happens for now. The question is, where do I want it? Do I want it in Bohemia still? The truce is up till 8, it continues on until 81. That's ages, dude. What I could do is fabricate on one or more of these nations, and we can take them when we attack Lubeck. It would be crazy aggressive expansion, but they're Protestant at least. So maybe, yeah, maybe we can take some of the beautiful provinces like Hamburg, which is required to form Germany, of course, without pulling France into the coalition. The question is, will Lubeck just jump into the coalition right now? I wonder, which basically would bring in the addition of Austria. I hope he won't. Nice, Savoy is willing to be helpful. That's the other thing we could do while diplomats is improve relations with some of these guys because, oh man, we basically just need, Denmark's in. Jeez, man. Coalition just doesn't give us a break. Yep, there's Cleve, so Lubeck's gonna join as well. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. It might have to be the defensive wars, guys, that we really expand into the German region. Yep, he's in. Feels bad, man. Alright, we can fight in the woods here. %15 trade efficiency, damn. Amazing. One little concern that I have, guys, is how few available mercenaries we have. But we're just gonna have to cope, basically. It hasn't become an issue so far. But it's just that we could afford to increase our forces up to our force limit. We'd run out of mercenaries. So if we were really trying to operate at full capacity, that would not be ideal. But that's what accumulating our manpower is for. Ideally, though, you know, as we do have the mercenary discipline, like I said in the past episode, ideally I would like to just have full mercenary infantry to accompany our infantry combat ability bonuses that we have. So I'm still fabricating on Hamburg and Lubeck, guys, on the off chance that the coalition disperses when I'm no longer at war, because they're kind of viewing us to be formidable. But maybe I should consider trying to improve relations with Brittany and ally him in the meantime, as I don't really see any other more powerful options. He could help. If we have diplomacy, the stronger diplomacy is, typically the coalition disperses because they're worried about one of the members of the coalition triggering the coalition, and therefore they have to fight all of your allies. So as you improve your diplomatic situation, people are like, oh, you know, screw this, I'm out. Alright, there we go, we've done the job. So, how many Diplo points am I willing to spend here? I'm looking at France. Alright, I've got to wait till these core up before I peace out. That has become apparent, so let's continue on. Ooh. 41. France is under with that. And with that still. Alright, so we're going to be content with this, I suppose. I think actually I value truce time here, so basically we're waiting to core up our provinces, and then we're piecing out here without anything, any cash. I think Poland is kind of going to be free, like waiting for him to not join the next coalition, you know? I'm going to tick up to 14 here to help us in this battle, but I don't intend to tick up my military again. We're really far ahead in military points, but it's going to be going into my next idea group. Get wrecked. Alrighty. Now this is a fort in the woods. Maybe we'll keep it around. Maybe. I've got an idea. Can we accept Polish? Yes, we can. Cool. Cool. Because this is stated up, and that's over 20. It's perfect. It's on 20 development. So if we do that, if we accept promote Polish culture, then it's going to allow us to call these up really quickly here. But I was also thinking about we could just wait a couple months here to get our war exhaustion all the way down, as I don't think we're in a immediate hurry, are we? We don't really have any options unless Lubeck leaves. So with that in mind... Oh, Lithuania's dead. He's definitely vassalizable. He definitely is. And most of the Reconquest stayed intact. Kiev annulled some of his Reconquest on Kiev itself, but that looks pretty appealing to me, dude. You know, for sure. So, how scary is Russia? Force limit is ridiculous, manpower is ridiculous, but their actual current forces are not so ridiculous. The thing is, guys, the Ottomans would help us soon enough against the Russians directly, but whether that help us against Lithuania or not, I don't know. Ottomans are in debt. Somehow. How could they be in debt? They're so rich. Maybe they embrace an institute or something? I don't know. Anyway, I'm waiting for my war resolution to go down. I don't see any available options, so yeah. Alright, let's just ally Brittany in the meantime, and we'll cancel it later. Gonna army drill a little bit here. The Austrians demanding territory back. How rude, how mean. Government reform abolished. Okay, so that didn't... It's not talking about this. It's because our Republican tradition is so low. I'm not exactly sure. It'd help if I had some experience playing Republics. I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. We're becoming a dictator, I think, right? I hope so. I might be doing something wrong and stupid, and I can't fix it, guys. I cannot fix it because people will correct me, but I will have recorded episodes ahead. That's just how it goes. Now, do I want to state something up or do I? No. I want to save my admin points to take this next idea group. We can take 150 admin points, speaking of which, in 3 years. Try not to forget that one. And the coalition does not dissipate. So it looks like Denmark is really not that strong. So maybe I should try to fight him. Oops, I should have been continuing my spy network in Lubeck there. Let's do that. Let's also do some buildings here. How much money are we currently making? Tons. Absolutely tons. Let's invest in 0.59 in Altmark. Amazing. Memmingen could almost certainly be developed a little bit more. Whereas Salzburg, not so much because it's on mountains. Build those manufactories, but I'm going to keep a surplus of cash. How is our inflation doing nowadays? Down to 5. That's a vast improvement thanks to that mission that we completed. Yeah, so I'm going to fabricate Lubeck, then I'm going to fabricate on Denmark, and I'll consider just attacking Denmark. If we siege up, you know, all of Austria and Lubeck and so on. Okay, Austria's fighting his own war. That could have an impact on the coalition. Denmark's no longer a valid rival. Russia... Oh, let's do Bohemia. Russia's the obvious choice, but let's do Bohemia while we can. as when he becomes invalid in the same way, you can see we get a nice little bump in... God dang it! I thought he rivaled me there. I thought that's what it said, but I was looking at Bohemia. I'm dumb. Alright, that's fine. Anyway, Bohemia will become invalid soon, and then we'll get another nice little bump. But there we go, our Diplo slot has been filled. And yeah, strengthening our diplomacy that much more. And one less nation who, as we begin to go ham, will be coalitioning us. But of course, we might be switching it out here. I'm interested to see if the Ottomans will help us in this war. Then I will probably abandon Brittany, as Brittany is certainly, despite his size, I think he's weaker than any of these Italians. And our aggressive expansion is more harsh with those Italians. Ooh, production efficiency. Damn, 10%. Nice. So what's my diplomat supposed to be doing? We were improving relations, but that's fine for now. So we'll go ahead and fabricate on Denmark. Ah, man. Military leader leaves us. I notice we don't have the nobility estate ever since... Not bad. Nice. Ever since we became a parliament, which has its advantages because our autonomy has gone up a lot. These ones are not nobility, they're seats of the parliament, but we don't have any artificial autonomy. These should be able to go down, especially while we're at peace here, below 25, where they would have been if we had the nobility estate. But I think, you know, as we change government type in the future, we might get that nobility back. I'm not 100% sure just how it goes in the late game in general with these new government reforms. Overall, I like that addition and that change, by the way, guys. It seems quite enjoyable, but I'm just so noob with it. And I know some people, like, are kind of afraid to be noob, I suppose. Not me, not really. So it said it revoked a reform. Was it the one that election term? Because that seemed to come pretty quick. But no, it didn't seem to revoke a reform. I don't remember getting up to tier 6. These appear to be all the correct ones that I've taken. By the way, this number of states, when we took it, it wasn't significant, but it's already been significant for us. Having a +5 states is really significant because we're, I don't know. I don't know what happened there, guys, but that seemed to come pretty quick. Either way, our Republican tradition is going to get really low here, and we're up to 666, and we just got 50 admin points. Nice. So, how do we... How do I become a dictator? I remember in the past when I played Novgorod, I became a dictator unintentionally. I became a dictator. Is it going to be when he passes away? Then we're not going to have the nice ruler necessarily. Either way, guys, I'm starting to get a little bit concerned because as much as being a republic is awesome, like, damn, being a republic is awesome, dude. You can get Republican tradition from the church power and from various other things and just keep it really high and have good rulers. It's pretty good. I think it's been buffed big time. I think some of these affect your Republican tradition as well if you choose them correctly. But regardless, as much as that's good, it's kind of... my strategy hinges on the fact that we can actually PU nations. Alright, my diplomats should be doing something in the meantime. Come on, Monk, we can do better than this. So, Austria is whooping Venice's butt with ease. Nice. I'm going to be taking this for -5 and then trying to slam down quality ideas. Really looking forward to that army tradition decaying at a slower rate so that we can try to keep it high. And I guess the age of absolutism is on the horizon here, guys. So with our 50 plus power projection and our advisors, we're getting 13, 10, 10 monarch points right now, guys. That is a lot. Fairly soon, I can imagine hiring more advanced advisors as well. Speaking of which, I wish that these were actually cheaper. They appear to be bugged out last time I checked. Okay, Austria leaves the coalition. Perfect. Perfect. So it's probably going to diminish here. And then into Lubeck we go, right? Right? And we take Hamburg and Lubeck. They're still in it. Somewhat strangely. Oh. Government reform progress. Now, alternatively, we fight this war. If we fight this war, if we just siege everything up and sit on it, we could probably take Lubeck easily. It definitely seems winnable, especially if we call Savoy and Milan in. Definitely seems winnable, without a doubt. I've got to watch my navy, though. I remembered this time, thankfully. It would be easier. It would certainly be easier if these guys just left. I guess we could fight this war, but then, yeah, we'd have to 100% him to, because that would be a full annexation. No, I think going against Denmark is the way to go if we do it. I don't know. I guess we'll attack him, but I'd like him to leave, please. That'd make things a lot easier. How can you seriously think that your coalition stands a chance? I've got news for you. It doesn't. We are the mighty Ulm. Okay, let's get our 10% infantry combat ability, putting us up to 20% infantry combat ability. And we are ahead of just about everybody in the world with military technology. So be it. Let's go. Here we go. Let's make it happen. It's time to die. I forgot about my navy. Forgot about my navy, guys. Dodge him one time. Alright. I'm so good at the naval game. You guys have to give me that. Budgetmonk, best monk. Dodge him, yes. See, planned. What are you guys worried about? You guys are noobs, not me. Alright, I'm really good. I'm so good that I knew there was zero likelihood that we were going to get wrecked there. I'm just kidding. Alright. No more artillery barrages for us. That is a thing of the past. But Brandenburg getting stack wiped here. Easy. Once again, the poor Brandy Beast is... He could not be any more insignificant. So we're going to get ticking war score easily. Yeah, see, something's changed. Because this is happening way more frequently. Something did change. I'm just too dumb to know what it is, guys. But every time we do this, we're getting 50 points. 50 points every time that happens. So, like, it's cool with me, dude. We will have favors with the Ottomans after this war is over, so it will be interesting to see. Dude, this should be on Bohemia, because I think we're going to attack Bohemia once the truce is up. It will be really interesting to see, guys, whether or not the Ottomans will back us up against Lithuania. I hope they do. We'll be able to check once this war is over. Coring up these provinces really quickly. Much quicker due to the fact that the Polish have accepted culture, and they're much more stable due to that fact as well. Potsdam is... They'd be mad. They'd be mad, Hayden. I'll boost autonomy there. And the reason is because... I should have just fought the rebels. What am I even worried about? It's no big deal. Because the unlawful territory is -10 unrest. Alright, we can see that we're way more powerful in terms of forces alone, so that's good. But I want to go ahead and make sure to siege everybody up. Now, Brandenburg is allied, right? Because we had truce with him. He is not in the coalition. So we probably dramatically shortened our truce time there. That's pretty cool. Hopefully we can fabricate on him, and then when the truce comes up, just go in and wreck his face. Now we're doing well on Diplo points. We could do some developing. I'm wondering about sort of centers of trading region thingies. If we're going to add stuff to the burgers. Pretty much everything that we own is under the burgers. With the exception of this one here, which is a seat. Don't appear to be able to remove a seat of parliament, but maybe we can. No, I don't know. Don't know. So in that case, I do want to get the development cost reduction, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop this somewhere random in the meantime. Well, we ticked up. How about we state up Stettin? It's a pretty weak state, guys, but I want Lubeck and trading power. Not right now, but in the future. Gotta start producing those Stettin burgers, guys. Should have been an earlier priority, to be honest. It's all about the Stettin burgers. That's happy. So let's wait till next month, and then we'll develop a region, get that production even higher, right? We're all about that production right now. Okay, so 10% reduced development cost. We've got this one here, development cost reduction. Oh, no, I don't have it on. All right. So I think we're strong enough right now for this battle. Let's go ahead and put that development cost on, 5%. And the question is, where in particular do I want to develop? Maybe Thuringia. Somewhere where I have a trade emporium and a manufacturing and a workshop already built would be pretty good. I mean, this looks pretty good. We haven't built a manufacturer here, but still, it looks pretty good. So does that. So be it. Trying to play as kind of tall as I can, guys, here. We need to be really strong because I don't want to run into issues where the coalition is too powerful or anything like that. Oh, we gained another seat. So I guess you gain seats as you become more powerful. Like I stated up an area and then we gain another seat, eh? Interesting. You know, Altmark is the perfect place for this. Yes, it is. Because Altmark is a savage here. It increases the production by 10%. That's one of the few places that it doesn't need to be controlled by the burghers in order to, you know, boost our trade. So that's why I'm doing it there in Altmark. Alright, Lubeck Falls, let's get the ticking Warsaw and get an actual fort on lock from Denmark. So he's walked up here, is he? Got Norwegians up there. I don't see where his troops are. They were walking around. They might have just backed off. Yeah, so unfortunately, guys, this is basically going to be length of war here, right? I guess we're just going to chill now that we've got Ticking War Score. Take that fort. And his war exhaustion is going to start increasing. Yeah, it's basically going to be length of war. We've got the fort there. And of course our reward is going to be Lubeck from this war, which is really, really nice. I guess I shouldn't even be fabricating in Denmark any longer. Let's do it on Poland. Seem to be making just boatloads of money, which is pretty awesome. Nice, 50 admin points there. So our Republican tradition's getting down to 0. Ah, oh, jeez. Alright, let's go back up Milan. These are almost entirely worthless for us. These remaining age bonuses. I'm trying to watch the spot because we've got no infantry there. I don't want it to get wrecked by Denmark. Just sitting here, just slow rolling him, guys. I don't feel like walking all the way up into Scandinavia this time. We'll just let Milan slowly siege this down. How about let's throw in our cannons with our general, just to make it move along more quickly. Yeah, so pretty much sitting on him, getting the taking war score, getting this fort, maybe that fort. War exhaustion increase, and he should give us Lubeck. He shouldn't be too hesitant. I guess those rebels help us as well. When's the truce with Bohemia coming up? It's 81, right? Yeah, ages away. Alright, well, I guess we'll have heaps of claims ready to go into Bohemia. Unlike Poland, though, I will have to core up the stuff and then accept Czech instead of the other way around, which is unfortunate, but he does have some Saxon land here that I'd be happy to take. Remove that edict, because I don't have the burghers' influence any longer. Oh, okay, so be it. Bonus spy network for 10 prestige, so be it. Our prestige is high enough. We need spy networks, and we don't have diplomats, so let's do it. Oh, I didn't see his troops here. Alright, let's go kill them, and then maybe we can come back and kill some Danish troops if they're re-sieging this territory. Looks like some provinces are still converting. The centers are still converting, I mean. Wait. Is it really? Oh my goodness. 93? Oh damn, he's non-co-belligerent. And that's so developed. It costs 93 war score. Feels bad, man. With that in mind, let's just get out of this war. We, ruined the coalition. That's what it's all about. Now, this province can be converted back to Westphalian eventually. We can change the culture there on that province, which I totally want to do. But in order to get a bonus, I need a neighboring Westphalian province, so we'll need to take this in the future. Yeah, but I'm going to be converting that back because we, of course, will be having a German cultural union. And we will fully accept that province. And like I stated in the beginning of the game, we can flip cultures back to previous religions. That's one of the only forms of cultural converting we can do. Alright, looking at this, Austria gave Bohemia 2 provinces, which of course are provinces we would like to take. Looks like we now have a claim on Warsaw, which is an extremely high dev province. And otherwise, I should have annulled his alliance with Denmark. I'm dumb. Oh, Lithuania's re-ally Poland, and the Ottomans will help us. Alright, well, we know what we're going to do then. Excellent. So that's a cool note to end our episode here, guys. Next episode, we're going to be going in over Lithuania, guys, and my plan is to give Kurland the actual Lithuanian land here, hoping that he will eventually fully accept Lithuanian, not just partially accept it. In other words, use one of his culture slots. But we're also going to vassalize what remains of Lithuania in order to realize this reconquest at a future date. It's going to be a big war, but the Ottomans are going to make it easier for us. That's going to be next episode. I'm going to actually increase my own forces as well. Looks like our manpower is just about full here. Why don't we get some more cannons up and running? As they are no longer useless. They're becoming fairly significant here. Really enjoying this one, guys. I hope you are too. Thanks for watching. We increased 60 plus development this episode and counting. I'm having a really great time. We're going to have to abandon one of our relations, probably Brittany, like I said, to fill this relation slot. But I'm really enjoying this one. I hope you guys are too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next episode.